Those winds out there are bad.
They're a big deal. Yeah, fire danger today is very, very high, and so some real concern out there. Let's go ahead and start with the blowing dust issues, too. We've got those problems here in the metro area. There has been a blowing dust alert issued by the city here because we have got winds gusting close to 50 miles an hour here, and you can see some of that sort of rising up in this shot you're seeing from downtown Albuquerque. We're also seeing some blowing dust up around the Farmington area, and that's very noticeable here. As you can see, the dirty air, thanks to wind gusts close to 50 in this portion of the state as well. And we've got a cold front on its way in, too. So we're going to be looking at a lot of wind. Wind advisories, places like Durango, Pagosa Springs, down through Farmington, Gallup, into west central sections of the state for gusts to 50. The real concern, northern mountains, east mountains, Sacramento mountains eastward, whereas that really gusty west wind rolls down the east side of the mountains, it's going to speed up even more. Gusts to 65 miles an hour will be possible. We've already seen a gust to 62 in the Raton area, and we've got a few showers just starting to creep in now to the San Juan Mountains of Colorado. Otherwise, it's relatively quiet on that front. 74 in the metro. West winds sustained at 36, gusting to 47. So this is a big deal out there. Wind rise right now, 50s and 60s off to the north, down to the south, 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. Here's a look at the wind gusts, and you can see that big number in Raton, 45 miles an hour in Taos, 43, Gallup, 44 out in Grants, down across the south, 43 miles an hour Ruidoso, and not quite as gusty across the southwest, but still winds there, 20, 30 miles an hour at a gust. The overall setup looks like this. Got an area of low pressure that's going to end up curling to our north, but what it will do is drag some colder air in the form of a pretty good cold front across the state late tonight. So the high winds will continue during the overnight. The much colder air comes in for tomorrow. We're going to knock off about 20 degrees in central and western sections for the day tomorrow. It'll remain breezy to windy later on in the afternoon. Then finally we'll start to see temperatures rebound a bit on Wednesday in most areas, and everywhere across the state that didn't see a jump in temperatures on Wednesday, we'll likely see it on Thursday before another little cold front comes in to the northeast to cool things down a bit. But the difference tonight will be, yeah, the winds may come down a little bit in spots, but many areas just east of our central mountain chains will stay very, very windy during the overnight hours and through tomorrow morning, through about 10:30, 11 o'clock. Then it looks like things will quiet down wind-wise, and we'll see less action tomorrow afternoon, and thankfully into Wednesday, less wind as well. So we've got much colder air on the way and a ton of wind through tomorrow morning before things start to improve. Let's go region by region. Sunshine, cooler conditions tomorrow across southern Colorado, but watch out tonight for the possibility of some snow showers in the higher elevations and that wind continuing. A lot of wind overnight across places like Farmington, Gallup, and Grants, and then tomorrow as we work through the day, the wind starts to die down. Southwest, cooler temperatures here as well. 64, Silver City, 68 in TRC, 73 out in Deming. Over to the southeast, it will remain very windy in the morning and then plenty of sunshine in the afternoon. You guys being farther away from this Pacific cold front, take a little longer for the big cool down. That will happen on Wednesday. Northeast, winds diminishing throughout the day, but overnight tonight, hold on. We're going to see winds up to 60 plus miles an hour. Same deal over the northern mountains. A ton of wind. The good news is by tomorrow afternoon, the winds will start to calm down. Over to the east mountains, winds dying into tomorrow morning, but boy, overnight tonight, it will be ripping across the east mountains, and we're going to see winds here in the metro area too. We're going to see those gusts to 45 throughout the night tonight. It'll come down a bit during the day tomorrow with sharply colder temperatures. Remember, today we hit 75. Tomorrow we get to 55. Much cooler. Want to talk more weather on Twitter at KRQE Mark.
All right, and we want to make sure